All right, so today we are going to understand the management architecture of Microsoft Azure. Okay, open an MS Paint. All right, so now we are going to have an MS Paint.
And also on Friday's class, if you can upload that on
It's
the.
a very tight schedule for me.
Yeah, but whenever you get a chance, because I'm almost done with I think the fourth one.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so how the Microsoft generally management has started? Microsoft management has started with the very first level when you are, let's say you are a customer, okay, and you want to use Azure. So what you have to do first? So for an example, let's say you are a TechPledge consulting as a customer. Suppose you are a customer and you are TechPledge. Right now you want to use Azure for your organization. Okay. So what is the first thing you have to do? You have to create an account with Microsoft Azure, right? So how you are going to create? You are going to create an account with Microsoft Azure. So generally, being a company, you like to use your own name, right? Whatever the name you have.
Yeah.
So correct. So for example, if you are Apple, then you want to use Apple, right? Apple as your company name. So since we are TechPledge, so what we are going to use? We are going to use TechPledge dot on Microsoft.com. So by default, the first name will be my organization name, and the last name is the name of the Microsoft. So how the Microsoft is going to give you? They are going to give you as your company name dot on Microsoft.com. Okay. What we call it? We call it as a org account or organizational account. We sometimes also call it as a tenant, right? Because we are not an owner of the Microsoft, right? We are not. We are only using the services for a time being, correct? Maybe 10 years or 15 years, correct? Now, so we call it ourselves as a tenant, or we sometimes also called it as a root management right account. So any of the name which you can give, but this is how your Microsoft is going to recognize you, right? So
Yeah.
let's see in my tenant how it will look like. So I'm going to here, I'm going to log off, or let it be, let me open a new one. Okay, so you, now I'm going to log in to the portal.azure.com, and then we are going to log off. We are going to use portal.azure.com. And now I'm going to log in with my own account. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm saying that tpcs admin @ consulting.com. Now this is my company account. Okay, where I'm going to log in with my password. Oh, so it's and then one second quickly. Can you stop your sharing, Priti, for a time being?
Yeah, 1 minute. Okay. Is it up top here?
Yeah. Stop your sharing.
Where do I do that?
Not able to. Give me a minute. So let me say that. Hold on. Let me stop the sharing from your eye here. Okay. Now I'm sharing my screen. You able to see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So now when you have Azure for your company, you will have something a three dot here. You see in a Microsoft Azure. Okay. You see there is a three dot this side. When you click that, you see some menu item here. Okay. Here one of the menu item is called Azure Active Directory. Okay. So when you click the Azure Active Directory, then you will see what is the name of your tenant. I make it big. Now what is the name of my domain?
Consulting.com.
What is the license I have?
Sure, 80 premium P2.
P2. Okay. Now I stop my sharing. Now see, you share your screen again. Give me the control. Open the browser. Yeah. Now this is my personal account. This is not a company account, right? Because I have signed it with my personal ID, not by company ID, correct? So here, can you click the triple dot again? Yeah. Go to the Azure Active Directory. Cool. Now, what is the domain it is coming?
That's your name, Hotmail,
Yeah,
and
it's taking my personal name, right?
yeah,
Then my email account name, and then it say on Microsoft.com, correct?
yeah.
And what is the license I have?
Sure ID free.
Free. It's not a premium one, right? Correct?
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
this is my personal account. So it means that the very first thing which you have to work on the top management level, we call it as an org account, tenant, or a root management account, and we call this one generally as a on Microsoft.com. Okay. Now
Mm-hmm.
let's say for an example, my company has a three business. Okay. One business is we are providing a training. Okay. Another business is we are also providing a consulting. Third business is we are also in a software development. Okay. So we have a we have a three account. One is training, second is consulting, third is development. So I say that I have a three account. We call it as a training, we call it as a consulting, call it as a, let's say for an example, development. Now in Azure, we call this, if we want to create the similar architecture, we have to configure something which is called as a management group. What we call management group, or sometimes we also refer it as a department. Okay. So in Azure, if we want to make a hierarchy, then this hierarchy will be managed by as a management group or as a, so let's say for an example, I say that this Tech Place Consulting as a company is managed by Shruti. Okay. Now for an example, I say that the training division is going to be managed by Preeti. Okay. Let's say for an example, the consulting is managed by maybe a Robert, and development is managed by a Lee. So it means that we can go and map my complete business unit inside the inside the Azure by means of management group and a department, right? Now let's say for example, for a training division, again we are having a six different region where we are providing a training. We are providing a training in India, we are providing a training in USA, we are providing a training in UK, we are providing a training in Canada, we are providing a training in Australia, we are providing a training in, let's say for example, a Singapore, just for an example. Okay. Likewise that my consulting division are in are in EMEA and let's say in a USA region, while my development division is only in the USA region. Now this is my business unit. So I can say that this is in India, this is in the USA, this is in Canada, this is, let's say for an example, UK. While my consulting is in EMEA and let's say it's in USA region, while my development division is only inside the USA region. Now, if I have to map the same thing in, for example, in my Azure, we have to use something which is called as a subscription. Okay, what we call it? Subscriptions. So first is a org account, second is a management group, third is a subscription. Now let's say for an example, India training division is managed by Aditi. US training division is managed by, let's say, Donald. Canada is managed by Raja. Likewise that. Okay. Now within India, or let's say for example within USA, again we divided into a multiple categories. So for an example, I say that my USA is managed in USA. We have one region which is a Texas, another region which is Florida, for an example, and the third region might be a New York. Okay, so I say that I have a business division which is in the USA, which is managed by, we have a Texas, we have a Florida, and we have a New York. Okay, now let's say Texas is managed by, for example, Chris. Florida is managed by, let's say for an example, Biden. Very good. And New York is managed by, let's say, Millennium. Okay. So this is how the whole hierarchy is. So what we call it in terms of Azure, we call it as a resource.
Yes.
Remember, you created so many resource group, right?
Yes.
Now within the resource group, you are going to create all kind of a resources, right? So you can create a VM, you can create a storage, right? You've seen that. So you have a, you can create a VM. Now you can create a storage. You can create an app. You can create a SQL. Blah 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 blah. Correct. So you can create as many resources as you can. So this is how the whole hierarchy is going to be followed. So let's say for an example, you Microsoft is going to give you, let's say, 100 million bill, 100 million. So definitely Shruti will say that 100 million I have to pay to Microsoft. Who is using so much of Azure? So what Shruti is going to do now? Shruti is going to check all management group who is consuming more money. Okay. So she's going to call Preeti, Robert, and Lee to check that which one is using more money. So let's say for an example, out of the 100 million, 50 million is alone taken by training division, while consulting division is taking 32 million, and This one is only continuously is a 18 million. So definitely Shruti is going to catch the neck of whom? Jyoti, Robert or Lee?
Mm.
It's a Preeti, correct?
Yeah.
Then Shruti definitely going to call why Preeti, why there is so much consumption happen, what happening to the earth, what all resources you are creating. Then what Preeti will have to do now? Then
Mm.
Preeti is going to call Aditi, Donald, Raja and all.
Mm.
Can you guys please confirm how much Azure resources you are creating in your tenant? Then Aditi is going to report you that I have consumed out of the 50 million, 25 million alone.
Mm.
Okay. Then Donald said that I am only using 10 million. Raja is saying that I am only using the 8 million. Then UK saying that I am only using the 7 million. Definitely Preeti is going to call whom? Aditi, right? Hi Aditi,
Yeah.
why is so much resources you are using? Can you check? Now Preeti is going to call Chris, Biden and Millennia to check which of this business unit is going to consume more money. Then Aditi is find out that in Texas there is a more server was created by the administrator, so they have 15 million bill alone, right? And then the
Mm.
Biden said that I am only using the 5 million, and Millennia said that I am only using 5 million. So now it's easy for Shruti to drill down who is exactly a culprit here. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct now. If this hierarchy was not there, it is very hard for a Shruti to find out who is consuming more money and why they are consuming more money. How they can go
Mm.
and hold them responsible.
Mm.
Correct? So I hope you
Yeah.
understand that in Azure, this management hierarchy is very important to be in place if you want to track down your billing, if you want
Mm.
to see your billing, if you want to control your billing. If this hierarchy was not there, then it's very hard for you to track down how the bill is going to come, because Microsoft is going to send you a bill, right? End of the year. Correct, no? Right? So now let's implement the same hierarchy in the Azure. We already have a org account here. Now we are going to create a 3 management group, which is TPCS training, TPCS consulting, TPCS development. TPCS means take place consulting services. So come
We
on here.
might be able to see that in the management group who's
Yes, yes,
okay.
yes. So now go ahead and create a 3 management group here. Type management group. Good. Click that one. Oh, I think you have not typed. Again type. Search in the search box. Yeah. Click the management group. Cool. So there are so many groups is already created. Let's first remove this one because there is so many I have. Hold on for a minute. This is I'm saying delete. I'm saying delete. I'm saying delete. I'm saying delete. Leave the Pan Africa because this classes is currently going on. Okay. Now go to the ad management group. Give it a name. TPCS hyphen training. Now copy paste same thing in a display name also. Click save. Create one more. That is TPCS consulting. Then last one, TPCS development. Yeah, save it. All good now. So refresh. You will get all three management group. So as per the hierarchy, you have created the management group. Now within management group, what we have? Go back to the diagram. I think last is a diagram.
That you were working?
Last one.
Oh, yeah, the paid one.
Yeah. So we have a within org account, we have created a management group. Now within management group, what should we have?
Within
Subscription.
management will be, sir, yeah, subscriptions, yeah.
Okay. Go back to Azure portal now.
Yeah, here.
Now in a search box, type subscription. In a search box, yeah. So currently I have only one subscription. Okay. Right. And that is two from Microsoft partner, since we are a partner of Microsoft. So we have only one subscription. But if you have to add multiple subscription, how will you do that? You have an add button on the top. Click that one.
Can I have a problem.
Yeah.
Do you think I can, like, I have to get back to work, I believe.
Oh, okay. No worry.
My supervisor is asking if I can
No,
come in
no
and
problem. No
stuff.
problem. So we can continue tomorrow. Let me log it
Yeah,
off.
tomorrow, like, I will let you know if I have to go, like, sometimes it's going to be 7 to 4, so I have to manage that time with you too.
Ah, no worry. No worry. You just let me know.
I'll let Aditi know what's going to be the problem. Okay,
Okay, sure.
if I can start a little more early or also. All right.
Okay. Thank you. No problem. See you. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you so
You save
much.
this diagram in the meantime. Okay.
Yeah, I will save it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.